Wow, this Terrence Gangster Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back, a.k.a. the People's Champ, Terrence Civilian Williams. Y'all, it's a beautiful thing right now. It's a guy named Mark Singer from out the 10th Ward. When I broke out of juvenile jail back in the day, I told y'all how the 10th Ward in Magnolia was going at it. And we were young, like little young teenagers. So a lot of us was jumping in stuff. We didn't know what it was behind. What was, I would later find out that it was behind. It was this high school called Corn High School. And it's set, I want to say the 3rd Ward across Louisiana. Is that the 12th Ward, y'all? Because I know the guys we had beef with back in the day that stayed in the 12th Ward. I want to, that's the 12th Ward. Y'all who know where Corn sit at, because the 3rd Ward, this is Louisiana Avenue, and the 3rd Ward over here, Corn School is over here. So for those who know, drop a comment and let me know that's the 12th Ward. But anyway, so it seemed like that the whole 10th Ward would be in Corn dance. I'm talking about they would be deep in that dance. And it's a high school that would have a dance at nighttime, y'all. So we would literally put our best on, get fresh, polos, bows, Reebok soldieries or ballads, whatever. And this was before our time, before my time. And during my time, we would still go to this dance. 3rd Ward, 12th Ward, 10th Ward, 11th Ward. Everybody would be at this high school dance. And it was at nighttime from like 8 to 10, 11, because I'm up in there. And you know, in the dance, you got a bunch of youngsters in there. So when the songs come on, everybody going crazy, going wild. Bumping, pushing, fighting. After everything over with, at night, it's gunplay. That's just what it was. So Mark and I, we had this thing where we didn't like one another because he from the 10th Ward, I was repping the Magnolia. So when we finally saw one another again, it was in OPP. He was on one side, I was on B1. He had made a juvenile range. Mark was when Mark called his case. When he called his case in 1992, I think he was 16 years old. So I wouldn't see Mark again until 94, because he was over in juvenile. Then when he turned 17, they sent him over to the OPP, the adult prison, the adult jail. I mean, my bad. And you know, it's the same old stuff. So when that's the worst thing they could have did was made a juvenile tier for us. So like you got people that are 16, 17 years old, 18, from 16 to 21. They got all of us, or 17 to 21. They got all of us, or 17 on up, put it like that. All of us, B1, B2. I think B3, I'm not sure. But because at first they had us all, they had like, I think C4 was a juvenile tier for the juveniles. They had violent crimes, but then for a lot of us that was coming from juvenile jail, that were young, having murder cases and things of that nature, they just had us all scattered around OPP. OPP is Orleans Parish Prison, which is an old jail. They had the lecture chair back in the day. There's an argument with people. Some people say it was on B, some people say it was on the D side. But I remember seeing that lecture chair on B4. I remember going up them stairs to go get a mattress. I seen that old chair. Or it could have been D side. I don't know. Anyway, that's an argument for later. But I know there was a lecture chair back in the day, or like a real lecture to strap you in. Yeah, they still had that in OPP, Orleans Parish Prison. Connected to Orleans Parish, well, not, yeah, connected to Orleans Parish Prison was the courthouse. Where you had this alleyway where you drive in, you go in here. But other than that, you would leave off your tier, go to the back where we used to sit in the cell waiting to go to court, go through this little door, and you would be in the courthouse. Directly across from that, this alleyway, want to see how my hands is, OPP here, there's a building here. The courthouse building, all this, right? Connected to this courthouse building was Frank Mignard, the coroner's office. I remember being on B2 at one time, and I was able to look down through the window, and I seen a dead body laying on there, the head split open, one time the chest open. That's where they was doing the autopsies at, in that building, when we used to see the bodies. So anyway, Mark and I, we wound up on B1. I was on the right side, he was on the left side. And, you know, we young. He had to be about 18 at this time, but, you know, we young, and we talking about old stuff from 92, 91, 92. Who's to be running the coin dance. So I'm at the balls in the day room here on that side of it. We going back and forward, and it went from who ran coin dance, who was the toughest, and who was the to nah. I'm like, well, you want to fight? Like, yeah, let's get it. So they racked the doors back on my side first. So I had to go down to cell 7. It's a 4-man cell. That's where the tier rep, the assistant tier rep, and 2 people on the cleanup crew. A tier rep was a guy that run the tier, that when they bring the food on the tier, they bring like the pan, like say we got red beans with the smoked sauce. You got the red beans, pan of red beans. You got the pan, you got the rice. Sometimes they might have greens or fruits, whatever. The tier rep is the guy that used to feed you your food. So now if you, what we call a lame, soft, scary, coward, sucker, whatever you want to nickname a soft person, he gonna shake the spoon on you. Because the CO not feeding you, it's the inmate, the actual inmate that is feeding you your food. So anyway, I go in the back, he racked the doors back. Y'all better get what y'all gonna get. Because if you're in your cell, they were 4-man cells. The thing I didn't like about these cells, cell 2 on back, if my bed on the wall and your bed, when you jump in your bed, it's gonna shake, boom, boom, gonna bounce. Man, stop moving that bed. So that's how a lot of fights happen too. But anyway, I go back to the tier rep cell, because a lot of guys that come out their cell, you got to go to the front, the day room. That's where the shower, the TV, and the phone at. I go in and say he racked back, boom, did he let the other side out? So that's how I was able to merge over there. I went over there, went in the day room. So now I'm ready to rumble. I want to fight. I want to fight because we talking about something childish and stupid, about something that happened at a high school dance about 2-3 years ago. But I'm young, he young, 10th ward down there, 3rd, you know, we both got homies and we deep down there, and they done took all the juvenile from all the adult tiers and put all of us on 1-2 tiers. So you know it's about to be pure pandemonium because we all trying to prove a point, who gonna run what, who this and that. So when I went over there, for a rumble. And I was ready to go. So he was like, I think they was playing cards. He was like, hold on, wait. I'm like, hold on, wait, I ain't coming over to wait. I'm coming over to the rumble. What's up? But the CO was still right there. So he wanted to wait till the deputy. That's what we call him, deputy. We want to wait till the deputy leave. And what happens is this is how a lot of people get beat down. We call skull drag. Because once the deputy gets you where you're going, he gonna lock them doors. It's the old cell that run back and forth. You better bust your fingers or cut your fingers off. You don't have your fingers out the way when them doors, them rack back, the real iron bars. So once you do that, he gonna shut this big door, boom, and he's gone for like 2 hours. Because every 2 hours they would rack us back to if we want to go to our cell or the front. So once the deputy got ready to leave, we waiting. Make a long story short, we didn't have to fight that night. So I went all the way on that side for nothing. Go back on my side. I want to say I went home. I come back and I was in the hole. I went to the hole for a fight. I had a fight with the 7th ward in Timberman, and he was down in the hole. So that this messy deputy, he would always say, we had this thing, you know, when the deputy come and let us take fire, he would rack all the doors back in the chute, in the hole. Hit all the doors. So whoever want to fight, come out here in the hallway and get it on. So now, it's been a while. Mark at this time had been out a while, in the jail fighting his homicide, him and his co-defendant, Chim Chim, out of 10 War. So I want to fight him, but I'm like, he's too quiet, and he's not one of the ones that like to brag, and those be the ones that'll open up a can and whoop you butt. So I was kind of leery of this when the deputy like, whoever want to get it in, y'all step out in the hallway, get it in. But I'm wait. I want to like, Mark, what's up? Let's get it. But then I'm like, wait, cause so I just stayed my ground. He stayed his ground, right? We ain't said unto each other. 96 come around. He's boxing now in Angola because he got found guilty for the charge he was on. I've seen him knock a dude out in the ring. I'm looking at the ball, okay. And as the years go on, he boxing, he become the champ. I'm like, man, good thing I ain't jump out there. That man might would have whooped me, and that would have followed me. And he had the 10 War, because his 10 War and his 3rd War stuff been brewing for years and years and years. So I just find out recently he's been home for 8 months. So him and I know a guy that I know him as Juvie. Everybody in Angola know him as Foolish. He did 31 years in Angola. Actually, both of them was locked up for 31 years. Let's say that. He been home for not too long as well. So Juvie said, hey, Mark home, got a champ home. Champ, what? He sent me a picture. I said, oh. I said, man. I said, good thing I ain't jump out there, because you can have street cred and you can know how to fight, but sometimes in a jailhouse, it'd be different because, you always got somebody that grew up rumbling as well. So some of us get the big head and thinking I'm tough out there. I slang that too. Now I'm in jail. I'm still hard. And you run up on somebody and they put you on your back pocket. So, but like I said, we never had to fight, and we just always just hovered that I don't like him attitude, I don't like right now. I don't know where we stand as far as like, you hate me, you don't like me, whatever case. But we were young back then, and I was just happy to see that he made it out after all that long time. He got locked up when he was 16 years old. This man got locked up back in 1992. Now he's home. I would love to have a word with him, talk with him, to let him know how it goes out here. And for him to be locked up for so long, he have a lot to offer the youngsters, to let them know what he went through in 31 years and while being incarcerated. And now that he's home and how he's trying to get adjusted to society, I would love to talk with him to see how he's trying to figure these phones out, figure all the technology out, because I used to go through the same thing, and I just love to laugh and watch how people home trying to get it together too as well. I know a lot of people get frustrated with it. Me, I like it because it keep me out of trouble and I'm doing it. But I said, I'll say this here, how after all these years, this man finally come home and we haven't had a talk yet. And I would love to have that talk. Like I said, he's at the 10th ward, a lot of stuff going on. So I don't know if he will be open to talk to me. But the path I'm on now, and him being locked up so long and just coming home, I would love to have a conversation with him to see how he's doing. I had my homie Juvie. I interviewed him actually on my channel. He's the one who helped me fight in HOD for the guy I had to hit on. But anyway, and like I said, they started calling him Foolish while he was in Angola because he started cutting up. My bro, Juvie, actually, when I was in Atlanta, he came and hung out with me. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share that story because this is a guy that I was beefing with from we was teenagers to, in prison, and now he's home, and I wonder how he's doing. I would love to have a conversation with him. But I was, Foodies was able to send me a few pictures of him. So that's what I have on the thumbnail to show you all who I'm talking about. And hopefully he have the right mindset to come home and give back and help the at-risk youth now. Because that's what it's all about at this point. Helping the children out, helping the youngsters out, and letting them know what he went through as a teenager. He spent half of your life in prison. And now that you home, and he's home, or with under the program, the juvenile life program. So even though he's in his 40s now, he's on parole for a life sentence. So if he sneezed the wrong way, let's go, boy, back to jail. Back with a life sentence. Man, that's got to, ooh, whoo. Man, you got to really be a civilian. You got to be Mark civilian. What is his name? Singer or Stringer? I don't know. Whatever the name. But anyway, yeah, so I would love to have a talk with him. I'm going to try to see if I can reach out. Let me see if we can have that talk. Bridge the gap. But anyway, y'all know my motto. Let's say no to drug. Let's stop the violence. Put the guns down. Make sure y'all can test for HIV and AIDS because y'all need to know y'all status. We got the non-profit. They need us. The Instagram, they need us. Third War. The movie. Them boys at war. The reality show, Survive Without Birdman. It's out on my channel now. Y'all go check it out. That's all for now. Thank y'all for all love support. Wow.